Welcome to the Trooper Transmission. This is CT3939, but you can call me Paul. In this video, I'm going to break down Tales of the Jedi Episode 2, Justice. This episode had a runtime of 16 minutes. It was directed by Saul Ruiz and written by Dave Filoni. And right off the bat, it starts off with a young Count Dooku and a young Qui-Gon Jinn. This episode was awesome. They're investigating a senator's son who has been taken, and as soon as they land on this planet, you get a sense that this is not a well-to-do place. You got mud, you got droids that are falling apart. Kind of reminded me of when the hobbits in Lord of the Rings go to the Prancing Pony, and it's kind of just this muddy, run-down village. But it's muddy and run down, and the people don't trust newcomers because they have been exploited by this senator. And there's a really cool part where Qui-Gon Jinn says, "Thanks to your teaching," to Count Dooku. And it really reminded me of the part where Qui-Gon Jinn says, "You've been a good apprentice, Obi-Wan. You are much wiser than I am. I foresee you will become a great Jedi Knight." And I think all three episodes with Count Dooku really do a good job of showing not only his fall to the dark side, but how Qui-Gon Jinn became to be Qui-Gon Jinn, because Count Dooku was his mentor. So as Dooku and Qui-Gon go and do a little bit more digging, start asking questions, it is revealed that the entire village has taken the senator's son, again, out of frustration. And once he pulls out that lightsaber, it is well known that they are not going to be able to bully this guy. Count Dooku means business, and so they go and take the two Jedi to the senator's son. After a bit of back and forth with the senator's son, turns out that he's not being treated poorly, but he really starts to understand the plight of these villagers and what's happening to this home world that his father is supposed to be representing and protecting, but he's actually just, like I said, exploiting it. And then comes the showdown that we'd all been waiting for. Senator Dagonet shows up with his fully decked out soldiers, and they're pointing guns at the village people who are also pointing guns back. And eventually they're not able to talk it down. Count Dooku wants him to, chill out and that his son is fine. He says there's no chance. And eventually soldiers fire upon these village people. And then the moment happens, we see the blue lightsaber coming out of the signature Count Dooku hilt, and the battle is on. The villagers are shooting at the soldiers are shooting at the Jedi, and the villagers are getting taken out. And then Dooku, you start to see that initial transfer to the dark side. He just goes into full kill mode, starts choking out Senator Dagonet, and Count Dooku is in such a rage that he even throws Qui-Gon Jinn into the barnyard door, says, "Get out of my way." He's in such a focus, he's in such a rage, and gets really close to killing him. And what I found really interesting is that he wants to snuff out this corruption. He doesn't like the corruption, and he grew up with money. And his father had a ton of money, and he had a really poor relationship with his father. So I wonder if there's something there that really is the turning point to him being like, man, I'm so sick and tired of seeing this money and this corruption and the power of the senators and the power that the Republic has to really just exploit everyone. And that kind of is the initial fall to where he's frustrated, anger leads to hate, hate leads to, all that stuff on the dark side. Great episode, I loved it. I love seeing Qui-Gon Jinn, I love seeing that relationship, and again, love seeing that blue lightsaber ignite and that signature Count Dooku hilt. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. I'll see you in the next review.